Hi everyone, happy Banned Books Week, and welcome to Books on the Chopping Block. Thank you so much for tuning in to celebrate our freedom to read and the importance of the First Amendment. My name is Katie Nielsen, and I have been doing this program with City Lit Theater Company for 14 years. We started the program back in 2006 with a series of readings from books that had been removed from the curriculum of a local school district. From there, we started our long-standing relationship with the American Library Association, presenting dramatic readings by professional actors from the most challenged books in the country. We have performed at special events, bookstores, and libraries in and around Chicago, and this year our presentation looks a little different. Since we are unable to perform live and in person at your local library, we hope that this digital presentation finds you healthy and safe in the comfort of your own home, and that maybe we'll have just as much fun as if we were together in person. Banned Books Week highlights the benefits of free and open access to information while drawing attention to the harms of censorship. We do this by spotlighting actual or attempted bannings of books across the United States. A book challenge is defined as a formal written complaint filed with a library or school requesting that materials be removed due to their content or appropriateness. The following presentations are from the top 10 most frequently challenged books in the United States.
Tango was the very first penguin in the zoo to have two daddies.
Soon, Tango grew strong enough to leave the nest,
Roy and Silo took her for a swim,
just like all the other penguin families.
and all the children who came to the zoo could see Tango and her two fathers playing in the penguin house with all the other penguins.
Hooray, Roy!
Hooray, Silo! Welcome, Tango! They cheered.
At night, the three penguins returned to their nest. There they snuggled together, and like all the other penguins in the penguin house,
And all the other animals in the zoo.
And all the families in the big city around them.
They went to sleep. Harry lowered the egg beneath the foamy surface and opened it, and this time it did not wail. A gurgling song was coming out of it, a song whose words he couldn't quite distinguish through the water.
"You need to put your head under too. Go on."
Harry took a great breath and slid under the surface, and now he heard a chorus of eerie voices singing to him from the open egg in his hands.
Seek us where our voices sound, we cannot sing above the ground. And while you're searching, ponder this, we've taken what you'll sorely miss. An hour long you'll have to look, and to recover what we took.
Will you eat lunch with me? Jesse's tutoring today.
Sure.
Where do you usually sit?
Well, usually I sit in the cafeteria with my stage crew friends, but certain people are being annoying today, so...
Later, by the baseball field.
And so even though he acted like he liked me, when anybody else was around, it was like I didn't even exist.
I've known Greg since second grade. He's always been thick-headed, even if he is cute.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what? When you say he's cute, do you mean like...
I like boys? Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Is it cool? Is it okay that I told you?
It's cool. I guess I was never really sure if anyone I knew was actually,
Okay. You can say it, I don't mind.
Okay, so does anyone else know? Does your brother know?
Jesse's the first person I ever told.
Is he gay too?
Oh!
Good to know.
Huh.
Anyway, come here. Your secret's safe with me.
Thanks.
We stood in a cluster on the steps outside the library. What was it about this that made us feel we deserved it? When I got back to the house, I felt tired, but I couldn't seem to sit still. I thought I should do something, take steps. I tried phoning the bank again, but I only got the same recording. I waited a while and phoned Moira. "I've been fired," I told her. "I'll come over," she said. She got there after some time. I tried to tell her what had happened to me. When I'd finished, she said, "Tried getting anything on your CompuCard today?" Yes, I said. I told her about that too. "They've frozen them," she said. "Mine too. Any account with an F on it instead of an M. All they needed to do is push a few buttons. We're cut off. Women can't hold property anymore," she said. "It's a new law. Luke can use your CompuCount for you," she said. "They'll transfer your number to him, or that's what they say, husband or male next of kin."
For as long as I can remember, my favorite color has been pink. My second favorite color is silver, and my third favorite color is green. Here are some of my other favorite things: dancing, singing, backflips, drawing, soccer, swimming, makeup, and pretending I'm a pop star. Most of all, I love mermaids. Sometimes I even wear a mermaid tail in the pool. My best friends are Samantha and Casey. We always have fun together. We like high heels and princess gowns, or cartwheels and trampoline. But I'm not exactly like Samantha and Casey. I have a girl brain, but a boy body. This is called transgender. I was born this way.
But the prince up high had lost his grip and was falling to the ground.
The knight below jumped on his horse, and they began to race. The prince was caught and free from harm, held in the knight's embrace. "You saved my life."
"You saved mine," they said to one another. And in a flash, they each had felt there simply was no other. The knight took off his helmet to reveal his handsome face, and as they gazed into each other's eyes, their hearts began to race. As the villagers returned, it became clear to those around that the prince's one true love had at last been surely found. The king and queen had come back too and were overwhelmed with joy. "We have finally found someone who is perfect for our boy."
And on the two men's wedding night, the air filled with cheer and laughter, for the prince and his shining knight would live happily ever after.
If you want to learn about sex, there are a few other words that can help. Some might be new to you, and others you might already know.
Respect. Treating others with respect means thinking of their feelings and the things that are important to them. Respect goes two ways. People should respect you, and you should respect them.
Trust. When you trust someone, it means you feel safe and comfortable with that person. Trusting people means knowing you can count on them. It takes time to learn who you can trust. You can also trust yourself. Some of us know what this feels like, and some of us have to learn.
"Wait," said a scary voice. "You can't get married."
We looked around and saw the scary voice was coming from the stink bug. Let me tell you a little about the stink bug. The stink bug was in charge. He was important. None of the other animals could quite work out why he was in charge or how he was important, but he was. And that meant he made the rules. That meant that all the animals listened to him, even though he was, and this is true, very stinky.
"Boy bunnies don't marry boy bunnies. Boy bunnies have to marry girl bunnies."
"But this is the bunny I love."
And this is the bunny that I love. Just being next to Wesley made me feel a little braver.
"Too bad. I am the stinkiest, and I am important. I am the stinkiest, and I am in charge. Boy bunnies marry girl bunnies. Girl bunnies marry boy bunnies. This is the way it has always been. You are different, and different is bad."
The other animals whispered nervously among themselves. Pumpernickel, who is a badger, came forward. I'm different too. I eat my sandwiches crust first.
Dill Prickle, who is a hedgehog, spoke next. "I am different too. I read the ends of books before I read the beginnings, just to make sure they're not too sad for me."
Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog, spoke next. I'm different too. Sometimes I sniff butts and I don't know why.
Everyone is different, and different is not bad, said Scooter, who is a turtle. Different is special.
I was kind of lonely. During that time, I thought, am I really a lesbian? I was scared and unsure about myself. Before I came out, I had to make sure that this was what I wanted for myself, that, this was who I wanted to be. At first, I thought maybe there's something psychologically wrong with me because I was thinking this way, because, I was feeling this way. Am I abnormal? I was a little insecure. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I had to work through it on my own. I asked myself, well, what's wrong with liking the same sex? Is it sinful? Why does society view it as something so bad, so taboo? Love is love, and whoever you feel love, express it. It's okay. It's not like I'm a crook or a robber or doing harmful things to people. I'm just trying to be who I am. I'm just trying to give the love that I have to someone who happens to be the same sex as me. I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Actually, Ms. Udell came in to announce that it was time for the boys to take their turns. Finally, it was George's turn. In the hallway, Ms. Udell sat in the blocky wooden chair.
You don't have your sheet, George.
Don't need it.
Well, that's a good sign. It means you must have practiced. But do speak up.
Before Ms. Udell could say anything else, George closed her eyes and began. The first words rushed out of her mouth, but then she slowed into the cadence she had practiced. She felt herself as Charlotte and gave each word her full attention as it left her tongue. The words felt even more like hers than they had in Kelly's room. George reached the end of Charlotte's monologue and was ready for the dialogue with Wilbur that followed. But George didn't hear her cue. She opened her eyes. Ms. Udell was frowning, and a thick crease had formed across her forehead.
George, what was that?
But there were no words to finish the sentence.
Was that supposed to be some kind of joke? Because it wasn't very funny.
It wasn't a joke. I want to be Charlotte. George's voice sounded much smaller now that she was speaking her own words.
You know I can't very well cast you as Charlotte. I have too many girls who want the part. Besides, imagine how confusing people would be. Now, if you're interested in being Wilbur, that's a possibility. Or maybe Templeton. He's a funny guy.
No, thanks. I wanted to...
Okay, then. For now, we need to get into the room to get ready to go. Would you hold the door for me?
Ms. Udell pushed her chair back into the classroom, shaking her head. George muttered to herself as she loaded her math book into her bag. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid. Stupid body, stupid brain, stupid boys and stupid girls, stupid everything.